Hello! How is everyone today? Everyone doing okay? I've had a busy day of rushing around and doing things. I've had to leave the house. Fearful. How are you doing, pray? How are you doing, Will Cook? Hopefully good. I'm just going to make sure that I've not accidentally... Oh, excellent. Hello, Shoko Loco. Excellent. Well, we have correctly unhosted from the Brothers Murph, which is good. Yeah, how's everyone's... oh, well, today and yesterday and, you know, has that all been good? Oh, hello, CD. Good morning, good evening. How's the future down there, CD? Doing good? Hopefully so. Yes, it's been one of those. Our lockdown, surprise, surprise, has just been extended by another 3 weeks. So at least until the 8th of March. Which also means that we're not back in school until at least the 8th of March. If they extend it any further, it's going to end up being Easter. So, Easter holidays for us. So we won't be back for another 3 weeks on top of that. So, hello Vim, how are you doing? It's windy. Pretty typical for Wellington. Fair enough. Just noticed this shirt's very ruckled. You're hungry at the moment, Vim. Oh no. Hopefully you'll be able to alleviate that with some form of food. Maybe. I don't know if you remember the other day I said I was quite annoyed that I'd set up this shelving and they'd not send a piece. And they were going to be sending one piece to me. So I get home today from school and there is a massive package again. So instead of just sending me the one replacement piece, they've sent me a whole new shelving system. Which I understand is fine, but yeah, Food has been ordered. Good, good. Hello, Yocha. How are you doing? What have you ordered? Yeah, it just seems crazy in this modern age and day of worry about packaging and all these other things that I've just asked for one replacement part that is missing for my shelving unit, and they've sent me a whole shelving. Oh, it just seems crazy. You've just had chicken salad with added avocado and artichoke hearts and grapes. Ooh, that sound good. Molochs. What's that, Vim? Not as smelly as yesterday. Good. Exactly, CD. That's exactly what I've just said. And we'll cook laughs. So I presume... Oh, is that either me or Yocha? Have I said something that sounds bad? Like Chinese, but better. Ooh, interesting. It's Indonesian food. You're laughing at Yocha. Good. I was hoping that I'd not just mispronounced something horribly. So, hello, Mac. How are you doing today? Hopefully good. Cat glass today, and some apple juice. Not the really nice apple juice, sort of a bit of a cheaper apple juice, but still okay. But yeah, you fell into a big heap of cow poo yesterday. Oh dear. How did what happened? She jumped in. Okay. What did you have for dinner today, Mac? For me, it was jack and potato with cheese and baked beans. You got high-speed internet this morning, Pray. Does that mean you can see me in HD? Have you been able to crank it right up? Is it much better? Exactly. Choo choo. If you hadn't noticed the title of today's stream, you can see what it says there. Hello, how are you doing, Runa? You can pray. Perfect. Sausage and chips today, Mac. Oh, I do like some sausage and chips. You had cereal for dinner because you was kind of out of food. Does happen. Beating Vim at Patchwork Doodle today, Pray, and also super fast internet. No stuttering or freezing. What have you gone up to, Pray? What were you on, and what are you on now? That's always... I'm quite intrigued to find out what the differences are. You slipped avoiding a cat while managing a full wheelbarrow and fell into 100 square metres of cat poo. Oh my god! Oh, Yocha, that is horrifying. I hope you're okay. This and chicken poo the other day, you seem to be you should be getting some sort of animal feces bonus danger pay, maybe. You're still in bed at the moment. You're going to be having muesli soon. What did you have yesterday? Today. Our time. Yeah, pizza from the pizza delivery place, Shoko Loco. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you very much, Runa. It's been one of those. I popped into school. That's right. I popped into school. It's a bit like when I say, "Oh, we'll play this game in 10-15 minutes." Yeah. So I popped into. I say we. It's just a royal we. It's just me in the car. I popped into school and and I was meant to be sort of out there by about 12 o'clock, and I left at 4:20 today. So only 4 hours and 20 longer than I was expecting, basically. It was really, really funny, Yocha. Well, that's good. Swimming in it. I'm hoping it was not like liquidy. Oh dear. Yeah, I hope you didn't fall right in the middle, totally covered. That would be really bad. And smelly. Yeah, I can imagine that. Um, what toppings were on your pizza, Shokoloko? I'm quite intrigued to see if your toppings are something that I might have, or whether or not maybe geographically they're different. Meat, tortillas, and jalapenos. Oh, so like a Mexican sort of style pizza. Interesting. You had Indian last night, CD. Well, I say last night, tonight. Our time. Butter chicken and cheese naan with extra cheese. Mrs. Peebles likes butter chicken, actually. She's not really a big Indian food fan. But I think she's not really had very good Indian food. She's only had like British Indian food, which I think she doesn't like. Oh yes, let's. Oh, there is a Railroad Ink one on there. That is right. It is. Yes, that is the one there, Yocha. Excellent. A Mexican style pizza. Yes. I'm more of a. I like a Peshwari naan, to be honest with you. That is, for those people who don't know, a Peshwari naan is one that has got coconut inside of it. And I quite like myself Szechuan chicken. That's quite nice. But at the moment I've been on a bit of a chow mein sort of thing. I quite like glass noodles as well. Oh, I really like noodles actually, all inside of a Chinese meal. Oh, hello Steph. How are you doing? High-speed internet doesn't help with typing, though, Pray. That is true. Maybe it's going to come quicker. Catching up with everyone. Excellent. Right, okay. Is it the same for the red edition? Yes. You're basically just trying to get this board here. Whoop. This one here. Okay. And then the red edition, just the only difference really is whether or not what dice we use. That's really what happens. Yes. A keema naan for you, Mag. You redid 4 of the 7 rows you frogged yesterday, so you're almost back to speed. You're a chicken madras lady, Will Cook. Interesting. I quite like chicken madras. Yeah. So I'm now just thinking about Indian food. Indian food. I do really like salt and chili pepper, like chicken starter that I have, which is like little strips of chicken that I guess have been battered. It's quite garlicky. It's got garlic in there as well, and they're quite often served with bits of onion and stuff. It is lovely. You miss Peshwari naan. We don't have them. Oh my gosh, they're full of nuts and dried fruit. Yeah, Peshwari naan is very nice. It's like a naan bread, but slightly sweet. A lot of people don't like them. I find it's very divisive as a naan bread goes. I quite like them. Oh, so they go really well. That coconutty taste goes really well with a very hot curry. But yeah. Closing spoilers for the rest of the year, CD. Oh dear. It looks like it has an extra row of icons on the red sheet. Let's have a little look. I just want to make sure. I'm quite sure. What is the difference? Oh yes, the only difference, Pray, on the red sheet. You may see some quesadillas. Extra. I love quesadillas. Mrs. Peebles, that is one of her favourite Mexican meals. The only difference on this one here is it just shows you the possibilities of the dice. That is the only difference between this one and the other one. It could be useful to know the possibilities, but just in case you think, oh, I'm going to wait for that, and it's not actually a thing. But yeah. You're already closed except re-returning residents and special exceptions like pop stars and sportsmen. That seems a bit unfair, doesn't it? Like if you're just a normal person trying to return, or go there, you can't. But if you're a pop star, you can go and visit New Zealand. Seems weird. Oh, hello. More games, please. Hello. How are you doing, Ross? You had some falafel wraps today. Any excuse to shove hummus into your face. I really, really like hummus, Ross. It is honestly amazing. I did go through a big period of eating a lot of hummus, different types of hummuses. Hummus. I like warming up my pita bread, sort of splitting them in half. I guess I quite like them crispy as well. That's quite nice. Or croutons, like sort of, not croutons, that's not the word I'm looking for. Battens, like carrot battens, that sort of thing. You plan on visiting Christmas markets next Christmas, but not sure you can. Yeah, it does seem a little bit weird at the moment. Everything going on, but yeah, you wrote my nickname wrong for. Fair enough. They still have to go through quarantine. Yeah, we're going to be doing quarantine here in the UK. I've had falafel, but a long time ago, and I don't. Welcome to the People's Food Network. I don't really remember. I can remember the texture. I can't remember the taste of falafel. It's that weird thing. I guess I've got like some sort of food blank to do with falafels at the moment. And for today's lunch, I had to fend for myself and pop in. We've been having these really nice salads that Mrs. Peoples has been doing, sort of like a tortilla, just inside of a bowl, and then like a salad inside there with some some roast chicken, I guess it is, sliced up, like chicken thighs. Really, really nice. Falafel done well is amazing. You make really nice butternut. That's not a word. Butternut falafel as well. Yeah. So I had sort of like some rolls for not rolls, wraps, like with southern fried chicken in it. Oh, really nice. I do like some southern fried chicken. Fried? What's going on today? I can't talk at all. So if you haven't got a sheet, by the way, indeed you may have noticed some sheets going around just a moment ago. Is this one? That is the sheet there, and that is for Railroad Ink, which is indeed what we are playing today. And what are people thinking about? We've obviously got the base edition, which means we use the base 4 dice. We could use the meteorite one, or we could have the lava one. Here we are. So I guess I could put a poll up and see what people. I know traditionally in the past with a Freudian slip. Oh no, you've got to connect your printer to the new network. Pray. Southern fried chicken, exactly. Railroad, yeah, Ross, it's good. You never seem to add in the extras though. Well, we've been playing with all of the extras. Actually, Vim the webmaster here, he is actually the person that bought this as a gift for me. This one here, and as you may have noticed, it is not in English. But that has not been a problem because it is language independent, and it's amazing. I've been really enjoying playing it. Oh no, Will Cook, don't try and trick me into showing you things early. Friday is the reveal day. We all know this. We were talking about this the other day. You're scared of meteors. Like, really? Or your copy is in Spanish. Fair enough. The meteorite one makes it quite interesting because obviously things land and crash, and you can sort of see what's coming up. And if you want to try and get bonus points, you can try and get your routes to end in a meteorite. But they could crash into you, destroy all your good work. Not scared of lava. Any good excuse to poll where Vim can spend his points is a good one. That is true. You've only played the lava, not the meteorite. You have the red edition, Steph. But you're working today. Oh, always the way. Always the way, isn't it? You're on top of it. Miss Arden has indeed said closed until 2022. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we've just closed. Well, not closed our borders, but we are saying that we're doing like an Australian-style system. So you have to come into the country and go into a special quarantine hotel, and that will be for 2 weeks at your expense. Not your expense, but the person who's coming into the country. That would be really rude if they start charging people on my stream for people staying in hotels. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's 22 countries which are the most at risk, and I know it sounds really weird, but surely we're quite at risk as our country. We've got a lot of stuff going on here at the moment, aren't we? Like we've got our own variant, the Kent variant, which is where I live. Should MP have a poll? Why? Vim will buy the vote. That does sound correct. Is Vim going to buy this vote? Oh, you just saw the headline over here earlier. You guess any plans to take Wiz back to her country of birth for a visit? Is out the question. You're going to draw a sheet. It's not. You can't do it. It's not letting you connect to your printer at the moment. Is it one of those Wi-Fi printers, or do you have a network cable? I mean, what you can always do if it's near your router is always plug in the Ethernet cable between the two. Okay, there's normally some ports on the back of the router, and then all of a sudden you'll be able to use your Wi-Fi to do some printing with it. That's actually no, I don't think I am doing that at the moment, but that's what I was doing on my printer here. It did help a lot. It meant you could print really quickly. It's not buyable, this one. Well, this is because this one here is not done by me. This one here, I believe, has probably just been done by Will Cook. Thank you very much. Still, it's plenty of years to visit. Yeah, that's true. You bought a poll yesterday. Okay. Oh, you don't have an Ethernet cable. Pray. That's not going to help them. Was not one given to you with your new router? Sometimes they're in the pack. There might be a little wound up cable with like an RJ45 connector on both ends. Looks a bit like a telephone jack, but a little bit bigger. There are R11s, the telephone jacks. Runa's chief troublemaker, is she? Okay. Oh, okay. Duchess made a poll yesterday. Who is the most trouble? Duchess didn't. Oh! So it looks like, yes, we are going to have a poll at the moment. That's what it looks like. It does look like we're going to have a poll. Whether or not this is a poll, this is our... Will we have a poll? We spent over 1k channel points to win that one. Telephone jack. Finally something technical you understand. Yeah, that's it. It just allows you to do a quick search on Amazon for different cable types. Does help. Who is the most trouble then? Who was it? Who won the most trouble? Oh, they installed it and didn't leave anything extra. Oh, that's frustrating. Your food has arrived, Vim. It is a resounding yes. Okay, so let's do a quick poll. Manage poll. New poll. So this is Railroad Inc. version. So we can call this one the base version, the lava version, or meteors. I quite like all of them, actually. I'm just going to do it as a no bits vote, as in a no points, to stop anyone accidentally trying to do some sort of winning duration-y thing. Okay. They've got a new poll thing. I don't have to go to a different page now. I can just click a little button and it drops down. That is very, very useful. Runa bought the vote out from Under Mac. He was leading as most trouble. food arrives magically. Oh, hello, Kestrel. How are you doing? You got Dice Throne Adventures already? Oh, excellent, Kestrel. There's lots of people in today. Hello, Kestrel. Have you had a play? Have you had a look? Does it look? Oh, are you amazed? Did you get season 2 as well? The battle chest. That's what I'd like to know. Only one person wants lava at the moment. No one else is really voting on that Railroad Inc. version. Not voting because you're not playing. Fair enough. This is for Railroad Inc. Whether or not we want the base version, the lava version, or the meteor version. Yes. Well, CD, yes. It used to have just a link that it tried taking me to, but now there's a little drop down inside my Stream Manager. I don't know about you, but I tend to use Stream Manager so I can have a look at my bitrate on the right hand side. I've got all my controls and everything else basically. You've got season 2 as well, Kestrel. You've played 2 campaigns of Dice Throne Adventures this weekend already. Excellent. We were playing when were we playing it? Last night. Yeah, we played 2 missions last night and didn't actually finish till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So yeah, it's good. That's because you're not trouble, Wilco. That's fair enough. If you're not trouble, that's fair. Also not playing Runa. If I don't go out for a walk now, curfew will hit you in the face. And everything looks great, and there's nothing wrong with your components that I can see so far. Oh, your rulebook's a bit bent up. Yeah, one of my dice, actually, I'd not noticed. One of the dice has got a very small chip. And I've got another dice on Season 1 re-rolled that they've not inked the middle of one of the numbers. And I just notice it every single time. But yeah. Yeah, you're playing a Yotra, but you don't care what version. That's fair enough. I also don't mind, to be honest with you. You can win any version, right? You've played Pyro and Seraph. I'm playing the Seraph at the moment through our campaign. We're just coming up on our 3rd boss battle. And Mrs. Peebles is playing the Shadow Thief from Season 1 Rerolled. I'm playing the Seraph from Season 2. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm liking it. You start playing, but you might have to go and pick up your son sometime. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Will Cook, not trouble. This seems off-brand. See you later, Runa. Have a good walk. Dealer's choice. Yeah, I guess it is my choice. Let's go for lava. Let's do some lavering today. I'm sure that'll be fine. Shavrath, hello. How are you doing? You finally got your hands on a copy of One Deck Dungeon. I remember you were saying that there was some problems getting One Deck Dungeon where you are. You had to get it from Italy. Ooh, that's a bit of a way. Spicy, says Vim. Shadow Thief is fun. Yeah, I think the Shadow Thief in Dice Throne Adventures, using it in Dice Throne Adventures, seems really powerful. That shadow form sort of thing is horrendously hard. Very, very hard. Did you manage to play Shavrath? Oh, hello, Idle Michael. Thank you very much for the follow. Very good to see you. Bing, says my thing. That's right, my thing. That's what it's called. It's just called a thing nowadays. They sent you an Italian version. Do not worry, Shavrath. Like most... Oh. One Deck Dungeon is quite language dependent, isn't it? On the cards. Yeah, so you... Oh, is it? Where's my One Deck Dungeon? It's up here. Having a little look for you. Even though you probably already know this answer. Yeah, it's quite language dependent. Look, mine is still sealed Not out of shrink wrap at the moment. I really should play it. Yeah, it's not really language independent. Oh dear. Yeah, that could be a problem. With any sort of card games and stuff like that, that is going to be an issue. I've been playing quite a lot of One Deck Dungeon on my iPad, actually. The digital version. I quite like the digital version. Dang it, says Kestrel. What are you danging it for? What's wrong? or the Italian version. That makes sense. Yeah, they sent you a new one straight away, and you can keep this one. Ooh, Shavraf, that's good. It's very nice of them. I did that with I bought, I can't remember what the game was. I bought a board game off of a company here in the UK, and they sent me the wrong game. And I opened it up and I was like, this is not what I ordered. I contacted them and said, you've sent me the wrong thing. And they said, oh, really, really sorry. We know that this has happened because someone else has contacted us to say that they've got your game and you've got their game, effectively. Keep that game, we'll just send you a new game. So I was like, and I got to keep, what was the game? That is a good question. What is the game? Oh, there it is. Transatlantic by Rio Grande Games. Oh, you can't see it, it's just up there. And Transatlantic, it's like a £40 game or something. It's like, just giving me a £40 game. It just does seem very good customer service, but craziness, crazy. I guess it costs them more for me to send it to them and then to make sure it's okay and resend it out. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good present. You gave it to your neighbour's Italian boyfriend. I bet that is going to be sort of made their day. Do they play board games normally, Shavraf? Or is it... are they new to board games? Because if they're new to board games, you might have just created a new board gamer. And in which so, I would tip my hat to you if I had a hat on. Because that is what we should all try and make sure we can do. If we can gain an extra few board gamers every now and then, that means extra people to play games with in the future. Lovely. You do wonder if it's cheaper to have you keep it or publishers just keeping PR up. Yeah, Kestrel, I thought that they want this game back, to be honest with you. And obviously this is not even a publisher thing. This is an online store that has obviously bought this product in and is then selling it. And so the fact that they've just given me the game seems... I mean, to be honest with you, I have bought more stuff from them now. Not that I can remember what the company is off the top of my head. They mostly play Rummikub. Oh, okay, fair enough. Keep talking. Shh. Don't go quiet. CD's going to have a quick shower. I think that sounds lovely. You can have a shower while we're still chatting away with you. You don't know what Rummikub is in England. Is that in English? Sorry, in England. That's right. Just in England. I think I do know what it is. Yeah, Vim, I understand that 50%, but still, it is Rummikub. Okay. I still think that it would have been better for me to send it back to them. I guess they're like, I might have got really funny and been like, oh, I want you to come and pick it up. In which case it's going to cost them more to get someone to come pick it up. And I have to repackage it and maybe they're worried. Oh, I don't know. I'm really not sure. We call it Rummikub as well. Fair enough. I think I know what Rummikub is, but I can picture the box in my head, but I can't picture the game. I don't think I own it. Maybe I've played it. I don't know. Good game though. Yeah, too much hassle, Vim. Exactly. I found out a little while ago that if you buy small items on Amazon, obviously you shouldn't do this on purpose. It does seem a bit cheeky. But if you buy small items on Amazon and there's a fault with them, or they send you the wrong thing, if you contact them, if it's for here in the UK, if it's under about £8 or £9, they just write it off. You get to keep the item, and then they send you a new one. Seems crazy. And I understand they make a lot of money, but still, it just seems crazy. Like, crazy these companies can just write off potentially massive swathes of money. You think they just couldn't be bothered? Makes sets of coloured numbers. Yeah. If you look at Amazon, they just dump most returns in big boxes and auction them off. That is true. Yeah. It doesn't always work on Amazon for you. You've been trying it, have you, Mac? You've actually had to send things back for less than £8. Yeah. I guess it's also up to whether or not it comes from an Amazon warehouse or whether or not it's come from like a reseller. Like if it's a marketplace thing, they're going to probably want that item back. But yeah, it's a very weird world we live in, that companies can just afford to give you things for free. It was a book, you think? Yeah, I had a book arrive and it was damaged, and they sent me another book as a replacement, and that one had a crease down the front page, and it was for a present, unfortunately. So I contacted them, and they said, well, we don't have any more in stock. That's it. So I just got my money back. So I said to, this is for my little sister, and I said to her, do you want the book? Like, I'll get you another gift as a replacement for the item I was buying you, but do you still want the book? It's got a crease. She said, yeah, I'll take both of them. But the first one was water damaged, which was crazy. Just keep it, we'll refund you option 2. Yeah, it just seems a bit crazy. I got in contact with, I bought, when I first started doing this stream, somewhere in here I think, I bought a like a action can. Yeah, a bit like, what are they called? What are the famous ones? Oh, you know that famous action cam, the ones that can go in waterproof sort of things. They do a hero range. I can't remember what it's called. Well, I can't. They sent me this, and a GoPro. That's it. Well done, guys. So very wrong about games. Thank you very much, and hello. And so I contacted them and said, it says here that I could set this up as use it like a webcam. And they said, oh, well, we've updated our software and it no longer supports that function. And I was like, So, but I bought this and it's totally, and it was like a $30 or $40 pound, I don't know why I'm saying dollars, £30 or £40 sort of device. And it's meant to be almost as good as a GoPro. And so I said, oh, it didn't work. So, like, well, I'm quite upset. And they said, oh, we'll send you a new one. Yeah. And we've refunded that one for you. So they just sent me the new version that did do it. Yeah. And I got to keep the other version that cost £40. So the customer service on that company was amazing. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe customer service is getting better. Maybe people are realising that, or these companies are realising that people talk about this sort of thing, especially like someone like me, maybe. And if I could remember the names of all these products, there'd be amazing advertising for them. But yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Right. Shall we switch over? So we've only got a few of us playing, I think, today. Let's oh. Ooh, whoop, ooh. Here we are. So as you can see, if you haven't seen this before, we've got we're going to be using a nice dice tray today. Oh, look at this. Made for me as a Christmas present from Dee Dee. If you haven't seen this, that's right. You got to see my dirtier looking keyboard today, because I just remember, I keep on forgetting that this arm swings that way, so I can have it set up in the correct overhead position and just swing it out the way so you can't see it in the wider view that I normally use for just me. Professional streamer. I'd like to point out I'm not a professional streamer. I'm just an amateur streamer. Hello, I don't do this for money or as some form of job. You just finished drawing your sheet. Perfect, Prey. Excellent. you had an issue with Airbnb, someone rented out through Airbnb, you got your money back twice from Airbnb. That's a bit crazy. Yeah, exactly. No professional streamers here, Mac. Definitely not. So, obviously, if you haven't played before, it is a very simple game to learn. I always say this. We've got these super stations at the top. Okay, we are playing the Lava edition, which means we won't be using these dice, but we will be using these dice. So we're going to roll all of these dice every turn. Okay, and it will show some lavas, which we're going to be putting down over here, and also it's going to show us some different routes. 4 dice. I was like, that's weird, there's a dice missing. And we must use all 4 of these dice, and we are trying to connect roads to roads and train tracks to train tracks. We don't have to go across, we can go around, etc. All very easy. Is CD back from a shower? What are lava dice? Let me... Thank you very much, Yocha. They are orange dice. That is correct. Let me just check about the rules for lava dice. Do you know that thing where you think to yourself, yeah, we're going to use lava dice? And now I go, lava dice? We've only got 6 rounds in total. So this is an important note. So 6 rounds in total. I will take a note up there. Just because in case I forget, which professional critical stream chat. So what will happen is we will start in the very morning. In the very morning. That's right, where CD is in the morning. We are going to have a volcano in the middle of our board, and it will look a little bit like this. So this is our volcano. Here we are. Done. 1 volcano. And then we are going to be placing these lava dice. Just imagine that they're going to be fitting in a bit like this. Okay? Like so. We're going to be building our lava as it flows out off of our main volcano. You have clearance. Mike Papa, you are good to go. Adding functionality that is going to confuse me. I'm going to add functionality that's going to confuse me. Always, Mac. This is what I like to do. I like to take something that's quite simple and make it harder. Like Zombicide, when I add all of the zombies in the stack instead of just the one we're up to. Or we play with defreeze, or with the round. No. This I'm just putting up here. We've got 6 rounds in total, Mac. It's very, very easy. Very easy. You like putting... Yeah, if you hadn't noticed before, by the way, the dice are perfectly... they perfectly fit inside of these squares. And it allows you to sort of work out where things are going to go. Works really, really well. We must draw at least 1 lava dice. You can also draw both if you'd like to. We still have to use all 4 of our root dice. The lava dice you draw must be connected to pre-existing lava. At any point during the round, if you want, you can draw a new volcano in any space as long as it is not adjacent to pre-existing lava. So on round 1, I could actually draw a volcano at this top left, okay, and rushing down. You've drawn a volcano, but it looks like a tent. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Mine doesn't really look very volcano-y, to be honest with you. I don't know. I like the idea of what I've drawn, but it doesn't necessarily look like a volcano. If there's no free spaces adjacent to open lava lake sides, you must either draw open a new volcano or raise a route to make space for it. Open lava lakes sides count as errors at the end of the game. So we really want to be like this one here. This side is closed. These 2 are open. And this one is adjacent to our volcano. So it doesn't count as an open side. So we really want to be trying to get a nice volcano pool. That is not obviously got any open edges. Why do you want lava? You don't. You can get points. Let me explain. I'm just going down to refresh my own mind as well. Right. At the end of the game, you get 5 points for each lava lake without open sides. So if you get a little lava lake in the middle over here, we're going to get 5 points for it. Could be really good. You also get 1 point for each space occupied by your largest lava lake, even if it is not closed. So you could go down the route of filling in all of your connections, maybe like over here, and then filling up the rest of the board or the map over here, all with lava. That would work. I think that's about it, really. Okay, so these ones here, this one here shows you the amount of connections you got. So if I connect this one over here to this one over here, maybe using a row to row, okay, like this, I've got 2 connections, I'd get 4 points for that. If I connect it from here to here to here, I've got 3 connections in total, I get 8 points for that. So obviously, the more connections we get, the more points we're going to get. Okay, so it's a good idea. This one here is for our longest consecutive set of roads together. You can't count branching, just a single straight road wherever it goes. I say straight, but you know, you can't go branched off and then come back and carry on. That doesn't count. This one here is for the most amount of rail tracks. This one here is a point for having a filled in middle area. This X here is negatives, so having saying that a rail doesn't end going off the map. Remember, your rail routes can go off of the map, they're not classed as negatives. It's only if you've got like a rail route that, I don't know, shall we say if you've done this, like that. You've done all of your other routes and everything, and you end up with this bit here. You are going to get a cross there at the end of the game, and that will be a negative. So you will obviously be trying to avoid that if possible. And then this one here is our score for this. So 5 points for each lake, 1 point for your largest lava lake with even ones that are adjacent. Sorry, 5 points for your your closed lava lake, and 1 point for each pool of lava in your lava pool. What will it look like if you draw it, Mac? That is a good question. You abstract at best. Does the volcano count as a filled-in square? Let me check, because that is a good question. 2 lava lakes on this boulder. Top one closest connected. The largest one in the middle is one, so it's worth 11 points, 1 for each space. Okay. Let me check about that middle section in here. Your central spaces are your 9 spaces in the middle of your board. You score 1 point for each central space you drew anything on. Anything at all. So that does also include lava. So if you fill the whole central area with lava, you are going to be getting 9.9? 9 points. That's not a thing. Yes, so that's how that works. Right. If we are ready. Who's playing along today, by the way? Prayers, Yocha, anyone else? Or we just got 3 of us? And I'll focus on us to make sure we're done. I know, Steph, you're working, obviously. Mac, are you playing along or you're not playing along? Oh, CD's playing along as well. Excellent, CD. Oh, yeah, of course, I know that. That's why you said you got to quickly have a shower. Don't start without you. Shokoloko's just playing along. I do remember that now as well. But obviously, you might have to get going if need be. Wish you had a sheet. Well, let me fill in those sheet wishes for you. This is the sheet. Vim, you're playing as well, along as well. If you're chatting, Mac, you're not lurking. You're participating directly in the channel as much as possible. So very long about games. Grab that sheet. Do a quick printout for yourself if you'd like to. And it will give you a paper version you'll be able to play along with. If I remember rightly, is that a double sheet? That is a double sheet. Which basically means each half will be one half like this. Maybe we'll have a chance if Vim is eating and playing at the same time. That is true. That is true. Yeah, you can print that out, and then you've got your own sheet to play along with. Okay, chatting. Perfect, Mac. Perfect. Oh. Yeah, so I had to set up a new laptop today. I had to take a laptop away to be repaired because there's a problem with the hard drive, and we're just going to replace the hard drive, and or playing multiple games on multiple streams. Pray, that is true. You could be doing that. You could do this like bingo and play two at the same time. Not that we're particularly quick here, so you're going to have loads of time potentially. So that's the sort of what I've been doing. So very wrong about games. Are you? Not you though, Pray. Fair enough. Are you going to be playing along today with us? It'd be lovely if you are. If you are, then I'll wait a few months to make sure you're printed. If you're not, I'll carry on, which is not a problem at all. Vim is the king of multitasking. You do have 3 sheets, Vim. Ooh. Is this how you also... you'll be ready for next time. Good work. That's right, the thumbs up. Very relevant to nowadays. Nowadays? Oh, dearie me. I did wonder, Vim, if you've played like 3 sheets at once, obviously your average of getting a better score is going to be much higher, I would have thought. Oh, should I use the shaker? We're going to use the patent shaker. Here we are. Silvery. Silvery. Okay, here we go. So remember, we have to play one of these lavas. We do not need to play both of these lavas. Okay, so this is what we've got. Now, if you are using a board at home, as in you've got your own version of the game, what you can do is circle these like this, just so you know what you've got. That's what this top bit up here for, is just so you can do that. Interesting. So these are 4. And then what happens is we can just rub out or cross out as we go, and then use our little razor on the back just to rub out. It's all dry wipeable, these board games. They're quite good. They are us so loose. What? Is a lava the black part or the yellow part? It is the black part with the dots, which is why I sort of put little dots on here. That's how it's working. Yeah. So let's have a look. So obviously we want to try and get a nice large lava pool. We don't want it to go over my area that I've already got. So this would sort of close it off a little bit, this left one. It would close off one area and give me a new area. It sort of spread a bit. I think I'm going to do that one. So I'm going to do this like this as my lava. Whoop. And I'm going to put some dots in it. This is my bubbling lava. Here's my bubbling lava pool. So I've now got 1, 2, 3 open sides, and this one 4 open sides to get that bonus 5 points. Oh, okay, it is loud. I'll roll without the cup then, if that's all right. We'll just do a normal roll. Hopefully, it will come out okay. Is it one or the other? You can do one. You must do one, I should say. You can do 2 if you want. It's up to you. You may get to a point after 6 rounds that maybe you've not been able to close in your lava. Maybe that's going to cause lots of problems for you. I don't know. Right. Let's look over here. So I've got these 4 here to use. Let's start planning. Where are we going to go with these? So I guess I'm going to go like this with this one. So these are our rail tracks. Perfect. We can't draw in the middle, by the way. We have to always be connecting. Is that right? Yeah, that is right, isn't it? We have to be connecting. Adjacent. This is where my brain stopped working. So I guess I'm going to do this. A black square with a little bit more row here. How's your head today, by the way, Wilcock? Better or bad, I guess, because of the fact, obviously, it's very loud with the shaking. So I've done this one. I've done this one here. I could just close this road off straight away. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will use something else. I don't know. Bad. Listening low volume. Darkest settings. Nearly asleep. I'm sorry, Will Cook. I'm really sorry that your head's not doing as well as it could be at the moment. That is not good at all. I'll do my next railway bit down here. And then, do I use one of these at the top? We get 3 maximum. So if I use one now, would it be bad? Let's see. No, I'm just going to close this road off. That's right, a lot of deliberation today. There we are. So I've done all of mine. We rub out all those, and so I've got, and then to mark our rounds, by the way, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 we've done in total. At the top right, there's a little box, and you can just put your little round marker in there, just to notify yourself or to remember that these are your round 1-1s. 3 maximums. What? Is that what I said? Did I? Or I don't know what's going on. Tasty water. Okay, if we're ready, should we go for another roll? What about my mum? Exactly. Let's go for our next one. Here you go, look, ready? Oh, a lot quieter. 1 or 2 more rolls. Okay. Feels as if that's the same dice we've just had. It is the same dice we've just had. Well, that's some craziness, isn't it? Right. How? Well, I rolled them, and that's what they came out as. I don't know how. Reroll. That feels a little bit cheaty. I mean, we definitely rolled it. It came out as a roll. It is my special talent, yes. Flipping cards as I shuffle, shuffling everything back into the same order, even though I rifle shuffled, and rolling identical dice over and over and over again. I picked them up and put them. I definitely didn't. I even shook them in my hand. That's the weirdness about it. That is the weirdness. Right. Okay. It does feel like I did that. Chuck is getting predictable. I didn't use the cup. No, I didn't use the cup at all. Because I'm trying to help poor Wilcock, her head not to explode as I use the cup, and it's too loud for her with the microphone. I guess maybe I could shake it underneath the table. Seems weird, but I could do that, or do it very quietly. Maybe if I put foam inside there, I could dampen the sounds of the cup. I am the weirdness. Be the weirdness. I am the weirdness. Who are we kidding, guys? Let's do some crazy over here. So we're going to do this one here in the middle. This one like this. Let's do something different, because obviously I've just done the same thing over here. So let's do this. Okay. And let's come over here and do this. And then this. Oh no, the lid's falling off. So even though I've gone off here, obviously I don't score it because it's not a scoring condition, but it does mean I don't get a negative for that going off. But if this happens again, you should try the cup again. Using yellow markers is not helpful in this game. Yellow markers? Are you using a yellow marker? Is that what's happening? Is that for your lava? Is that what you've been doing? Right. Oh, and by the way, we obviously remember to put the 2s up here so you know you're doing round 2 conditions. Careful not to. You're using yellow markers. Fair enough. I did and ah whether or not over here I do have some Luna colours, and I do have a red in here, so I could use a nice red. Maybe I should. What's that come out like? Does it rub out okay? Yeah, it does. Maybe I'll use these instead. I think I'm going to use those. That's right, we're fancying up. I did buy them for this sort of purpose, but you know how it goes. You forget. Mainly, I forget. Gosh, why am I so forgetful? Sometimes I forget I'm forgetful. Right, so here we go. Look, really good shaking. If we get exactly the same, there's something wrong. Patchwork doodle meets railroad ink. Hey, you know, guys, Mr. Fancy Pens here. It's different. That would have been really bad. On Dice Throne Adventures and Dice Throne the game, you're trying to roll dice. So as you can imagine, if you're playing a character that requires certain sets of dice and you're very prone to rolling those, I rolled a set 6 4s twice in a row, which seems impossible, with like proper like throwing it rolling to try and make sure. Oh, still too loud. Sorry, Will Cook. Sorry. I'm trying to be quiet. Right, okay. So obviously this one's a relatively good one. You can draw it next to a lava. Yeah, good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. I'm going as well. No, good night, Will Cook. Yeah, I hope your headache sort of like quietens down and it helps. Remember to stay really hydrated. I know it sounds like an obvious thing, and I'm sure you are, but I do feel as if like sometimes headaches sort of made a lot worse if you're not making sure you drink enough water, basically. Yeah, do try and take care. Yeah, hopefully you'll be good for Friday. That would be nice. Hopefully you're going to feel really good by then. Or even tomorrow. Obviously, I'm not saying that you should be unwell tonight and tomorrow as well. That's just craziness. Right. So, I am going to go over here and do this. And then we are going to go... Oh, this pen's a lot easier to use, you know. And then we can sort of colour this in. That's right. Any excuse to do a little bit of colouring. You got to go now, Shokoloco. Not a problem at all. Thanks very much for popping in. And sorry we take so long always. I feel as if that doesn't help your timings. Oh, I'm not sure, Vim, because I've connected it to the lava. I feel as if it's okay because that the rail can connect. What do other people think on that? Has anyone sort of had a look online and seen this one before? Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't put that there. Is there a way around that? Oh, he's asking for yourself. Yeah, I'm quite sure because it's this one. I can't just put it there on its own, but I think because it's connected to the lava, I'm allowed to do it. Yeah, Steph. Yeah, I think that's right. I think the ruling is just you have to always connect it to something. You can't, and the lava are connected, or else you'd have to get into a position. Oh no, I guess you could just put it there, couldn't you? Okay, this is round number 3. So let's say hypothetically that we're going to do this here, and I'm going to use this one up here. That's going to give me a road. It's not hypothetical at all. I'm actually going to do it. I really hope the wheel cooks feel better soon. I feel as if it's just not a good thing that if your brain's like just firing all the time like that. And then we can go straight line maybe. Like that. So this is 3, 3, 3. Do I want to do any more lava? I could lava it all the way down to here. That would work. Okay. I've got a straight road to do. So let's go and do my road over here. And then I've got a junction like this. Road to train. So this is 3, 3. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the 5th one up here, and this one's the lava one. Migraines are unexplainable, unpredictable, unpleasant. Nothing we can do. That is true. I always think it's very peculiar that your brain doesn't have any nerve endings inside of it, which is why basically if someone was to cut into your brain, it wouldn't do anything. So the lava. Well, if I took it off the edge of the map down here, these two sides are closed. The ends are open. So it would open here and then go off the map, which is classed as being off the map and closed. So I could do that. That's why I and about whether or not to do that. But again, I want to expand my pool a bit. I want to get it. I'm going to maybe go down here if I can. So yeah, it's tricky. Just trying to. I don't want to have it too open, where I end up just having lots of open ends, because you're going to get minus points for each open end of your lava pool, and we don't want that to happen. Yeah, as I said in the past, Mrs. Peebles really, Claire really suffers from migraines, and after my car accident, I've been having migraines whenever I use my neck too much. So you might notice I do lots of weird twisting every now and then, just trying to get my neck working, because it really does crack loud. Look, if I... Oh, you can't hear it, but there's some little pops there. Sometimes it goes pop really loudly. Probably not a good sign, to be honest with you. Right, we are 3 rounds in. We're halfway there, guys. What's going on? Let's do another roll. Okay. Yep, some good rolling. I said before I said good rolling, we should make sure that I've not rolled the same thing again. Okay, so we've got some different things going on. I could close the pool here on that side and the bottom, and then keep it going that way. That'd be quite good. And I've got another train track going on. You're not sure where... Yeah, I don't know where my rails and roads are going either, Steph. I'm just sort of like drawing. So I'm having a good fun. Halfway there. Whoa! Leaving it on it. We're not. Yeah, that could be hours, Mac. It could be hours. This particular point. We do not know. Let's go for this one here. And this one I'm going to colour all in red down here. This is where we find out when this pen dries, it permanently becomes permanent on these these boards. Now it looks a bit like watermelon. Watermelon. The lava's gotten bloodier. That is true. It has. It's got hotter down here. It's slowed down speed and it's got hotter. I'd like to say I'm going to do this one here as well, but I don't think that's a good idea. Right, where could we go? I'm not sure. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. We'll turn this row into a road. Oh, you know what? I've not been writing the numbers on these ones. So this was 1, this was 2, and this is 4. So this is also 4. And then I can do a road. So I'm going to do this. And then a straight road. These are also 4s. And I've got a curvy railroad. Is that everything? Yes, it is. I'm getting there. Look, I'm going to connect this one here, these ones down here. All done. Not the way physics works. To be honest, I don't really feel as if board games, they particularly try and follow physics, though, Mac, do they? Hotter lava is generally whiter. That is true. So maybe it's cooling down. And, yeah. You need a bit more time, Vim. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. So remember, we only get to use 3 of these at the top up here. So I guess we've only got 2 more rounds left. And I guess I'm going to be using 2 more of those potentially over the next 2 rounds. I need to really connect everything. In case you hadn't realised that's how the game works. Maybe it's the blood of your board game nemesis. Yeah, it could be. Too much. I'm not really into hurting people in games. Like, really? Hey, don't get me wrong. I'll do some hate drafting and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not into like actually upsetting people in games or even physically hurting people. I don't think, even if it was for a lot of money and someone sort of messed me up on purpose so I didn't win, I still don't think I would hurt someone. Maybe it's just melon. Maybe I've just drawn a piece of melon at the end down here, and that's what's going on. Will I be able to connect to everything? That is the question. I feel as if no. We should vote on that. Will I do well or not? Some of the children in school were talking about YouTube and Twitter and Twitch, and we're trying to work out what my stream was. And I have this shirt on, which has obviously got my username down one side, and they were like, and they can go onto the club section on our online portal, and it actually has my Twitch and my YouTube handles in there. Strangeness. Someone took a bit of your lava. A bite. That makes more sense than bit. You need 3 ends of your lava if you want to finish. We might roll 2 ends on the next 2 goes, and that would give me loads of ends to go. I could start another volcano just here. Oh no, that would be bad. There's lots of possibilities I could do, but none of them are going to be very good. How are you doing, Vim? Are we done 1,001 different... I've got so many cables up here at the moment. I've got a nice new cable to plug in my Xbox controller to. It's a reasonable length. Let's get it over here and we can get that ready. Oh, yes. Perfect. You're done. Excellent. Good, good. We can get that nicely plugged in. Oh, look at that. It's charging. Oh, yeah. Right, let's go for our next roll. I'm going to use the pot. Oh, look at that. Some cornery end ones. That would work well. Oh, no, it won't. It's not going to work well at all. Right. I was like, I could just put them here. But obviously they're going to have an empty end on one side. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with this one here. Like that. Colour in the middle. Do some little dots for our bubbly lavary bits. Okay. What are we going to do up here? I want to do some stuff here. I need some rail connectors. I don't have any rail connectors. That is not good. Okay. We can do this. And this. This is number 5. We can do this. So I get a negative point, but I've connected up one. That's okay. It's okay. We're doing all right, guys. We're doing all right. Mainly, I'm saying this to myself. Let's go over here. These are row ones. This is not good. I don't want row ones. Negative, 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 negative. I'm not connecting many things up. Okay. No legal place to place a die. As in these ones, pray, or these ones. If they're these ones, if you've got a space next to it that you can raise for the lava to go over, then that's what you've got to do. Yeah, it's a mean thing. Lava does horrible things. You've got to place one of these and all 4 of these. You can remember, you can always start off with a new road. So you could do that. That's always. I mean, does that answer it? Is a road route into lava a negative point? Yes, because it still ends in something. It doesn't end in a row, basically. So if I had one that went straight here, this way, into the lava, I get a negative point for that, because lava is not a good thing to drive or put your train on. The white ones, yeah, so you've got to try and connect them off of here. Yeah, there should be something you can connect it to, hopefully. You've used all your road starts. And you've got nothing else. Then you must use one of these top ones to put a connector in to allow you to do it. Yeah. Unless you've used all of these, in which case I'm not sure what happens. I don't know what happens if you used everything. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. Like I'm at the same similar thing where I'm a bit messed up for roads, to be honest with you. Right, so far I've done this one and this one. You know what? Oh yeah, this is not going to make any difference. Let's put this road here. Like this. So I've used that one, that one. I've got another road like that. Okay, so let's do a road to rail connector, this one. like this. So row. Oh, silly. Try correcting it and end up making it worse. Okay, right. The lava needed to be closed off nicely. If you want to get the bonus 5 points, yes. Roads can start on squares other than exits around the edge. Yeah. There's no reason you can't start off of... Oh, no. It does say you have to... Does it say you have to start on a green? Let's have a little look. This is what happens when I don't play a game enough. Each route you draw must be connected by at least one side to another one of the exits or pre-existing route. If you can't connect a route, you can't draw it. You must draw all 4 routes shown on the die around each round, if possible, and each route shown can only be drawn once, of course. You can't draw routes in a way that directly connect rails to highways or vice versa. You need a station to do that. Yeah, so you have to. You can't start off of a non-starting or finishing place. You have to start on these ones. I'm sure there was a reason why I was doing that. The lava closes a pool. It has 2 open ends. These 2 are closed, left and right. Okay, the top and bottom are open. That's why I put mine off of the edge like this. These 2 are closed. These 2 are closed. So I've only got 2 open edges at the moment, and I've used one over here of these 2 because you have to use at least one. I think it does on the sides. Yes, which 2 sides are open, 2 sides are closed. Whichever way you have it around, you can see the orange sided bits are not lava, obviously. So yeah, yes, yeah. Sorry, CD. I thought I'd mentioned it. Right. Let's see. Have I done all of my 5s? This is a 5. This is a 5. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 plus my special. Okay, we're doing all right. Ish. I think we're going into our last round. Quick, guys. Before 8 o'clock. What's going on? Apparently I did it. I stood up all day. Oh. Sort of okay. So you get a -1, yeah, for each end that you don't get. That's the negative, isn't it? Let's just check that. Yeah, -1. You get -1 for each edge, but you get 5 points if you complete a pull. So my logic here is I could use both of these to go there and there, get -1, 2, 3, 4, but +5. So I'd be still up 1. Reroll. You know that's not actually a thing, guys. You know you can't choose me to reroll. But that does seem a little bit cheeky. It's a terrible lava roll. You want all the lava. So I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do with my one. Like that. And I'm going to draw my roads in. They've abandoned these roads. They've started making them. And then they've given up. Because it's awful. Right next to a volcano. That makes sense. It's a fun way to spend points. Fair enough. Fair enough, him. Right. Then we've got these 4 here. Can I do anything with those? He asks. Yes. Can they be mirrored and flipped? You know, you think to yourself, I know how this game works. And then you think to yourself, I'm not sure how this game works. Drawing routes. Oh, you can rotate or reverse the pattern as you see fit. Oh, if only one lava was a rail. Oh, sorry, Vim. So I'm gonna flip this one over. Put this one here like this. Make the road connect to the rail. Perfect. Done that one. This one we're going to connect over here like this. Done that one. We've got 2 more road sections to go. Doesn't really help. I could do with doing something over here with it. I don't know, I could just draw some road off into the distance. So this is, I'm already going to get -1 here and -1 here anyway. Let's do this. And now I get a bonus 1 point for filling in this box. Maybe we're not allowed to draw the lava like this. But it feels like you would have a real problem being able to draw it otherwise. Maybe the lava edition is confusing. And then we'll do a cornery one. Only have open rails and no places to connect the roads. Yeah. Yeah, they can be flipped and mirrored, yeah. You'd have 12 connected stations, Vim. That's madness. Madness, I tell you. I have to draw... Yeah, if you cannot draw something, you just can't draw it. That's how it works. Your brain is lava. Well, we shouldn't tread on your brain, so that makes sense. That's it, I guess. So that's 6. 6. This is a 6. This is also a 6 over here. We've done 1, 2, 3. This one. The corner road, yes. The straight road, yes. The straight rail, yes. There you go. There's a 6 there. Okay. It's just not really that neat. How do you count the lava? Okay, we'll go through that in just 1 second. Why don't you use the corner to connect the road and rail by the lava? This one. Where you draw the straight road. Oh, I already used it. Yeah. Yeah, I connected. I thought that would be worth, instead of the negative point, Steph, I go over here and get an extra station connected. That was my idea. Okay, so let's do our scoring. How our scoring works is we're going to look over here, okay, and we're going to connect all of our stations. And you could have more than one set that is connected. So I've got 1, 2, 3 stations connected, and that gives me 8 points. But I've also got over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connected, giving me 16 points. So I add both of those together for 24 points. Okay. 5 points is if enclosed. 1 point per section of your largest lava pool. That is it. That's perfectly described. Then we go for the longest road section. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the longest I've got. I get 6 points for that. And then the rail section is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it's going to be 5, I think. I think they have to be connected. I don't think you can just end it somewhere. The square in the middle, I've got all 9, so I'm going to get 9 points for that. Crosses. So let's go for our crosses. I'm going to mark this in a red pen, just because it's a negative. So we've got 1 over here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So -7. And then our staffing works like this. All of mine are enclosed. You can see here I've got a full enclosed area like this. So I'm going to get 5 points for that. Plus, I get 1 for each area of lava. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think that middle one counts because it is a volcano. So I've got 7 pools all around my volcano, plus my 5 because it's fully enclosed. And this is my largest pool. If I had more than one, I potentially would then have to count the largest of the two and count that one as my pools. So I've got 7 plus 5, so that's 12 points here, and there is my total. So 36, 42, 51, 56 points in total. I have a feeling that Vim is going to do much higher. Is that what's happening, Vim? Let's zoom in a little bit. Whoop, 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 whoop. 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 There's mine. I think you exclude the volcano, yeah. Open lava. Oh, open lava would be a negative. That is correct. I've not got any open lava. All of mine have got a nice edge to them, like this. Going all the way around. Okay. 55 points, Prey. Awesome. Good score. This is your first time playing the Lava Edition, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, because I feel as if what you could do is every round you could put a volcano down, couldn't you? I think that's what you're trying to stop that happening. To stop you having 6 volcanoes and counting each volcano as like some sort of pool or... Yeah. And then connecting them all together. CD, 56 points. My score is 49. Oh, I didn't do the -7. Oh my gosh. I even put it in red. Do you know what? I ignored it. Keeping me accountable. Thank you very much. Yoyocha, 58 points. I did forget to deduct the 7. You are right. Totally right. Oh my gosh. Really, honestly. It feels as if when I have to go into school, things are... my brain stops working. It really does. Just ignore the negatives. I do, Steph. I try and ignore the negatives in my life. Actually, I was talking about this with the head teacher and about... we'll talk about this in a second. Oh, dearie me. How did you do, Vim? Are we good? Yeah, it's a very good score, Yocha. To us, you at CD, Prey, Yocha, really good scores. Really, really high. Hopefully Vim's now not going to say like 80 or something, and we're going to be like, oh, okay. Vim's still adding up, Mac. Don't rush the man. Calculator needed. That's fair enough, Vim. That is fair enough. Totally fair enough. Calculator, bad sign. 64. Quite comparable to everyone else. It's you're not like 20 off 30 above everyone else, which is good. Really good score though, Vim. Let's switch over to this view. Whoop, boo, whoop. Okay, let's move that out of the way. See, I remember about the swingy arm thing as opposed to pushing it. It's now at the right height for next time I want to play. So yeah, I was talking to the head about... I can't remember what we were talking about, how it started today, the discussion. But we were talking about regrets and whether or not we had regrets about things. You need one more straight round to get like that big score. Always the way. And so we were talking about that. I always sort of like laugh about that. My biggest regret ever is the fact that I bought an electric chainsaw instead of a petrol chainsaw. Even though I don't need one. And I've tried mentioned this before. You've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. But the big thing I think about is, even if you've made mistakes in your past, and it might seem raw now if it was quite close, maybe you were in a relationship and maybe it didn't end how you'd like to have done, Maybe you were not at fault, or maybe you were at fault in that relationship. Maybe there was no real fault. Maybe it just fizzled out. But all of those things in the past got you to where you are now. So I don't regret all of the bad and or good things that have happened in the past. I mean, people don't normally regret the good things, because I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't be here, maybe. I might not be working where I am, which I do really enjoy where I work. I might not have met all of you guys. I might, yeah. Yes, I ended up swinging it over my head like a lasso last time. Well, yeah, that you can do that. And I was talking actually to our handyman today, and he was just telling me about the Scandinavian chainsaw bench. You can buy like a special bench that you slot your chainsaw into, and then it allows you to like turn it into a plank making machine, which I was quite impressed with. My meeples match my shirt today. Yes, they do. It's very, very similar in colour. Almost perfectly in colour. Is it? Oh no, look, there you go. When it's close up, you can see it's a little bit lighter. Very close though. Very, very close. Very on brand. Yeah, so it's one of those things, isn't it, that sometimes people have like regrets of not doing things, missing things out when they were younger, or even maybe how their childhood played out, maybe. But all of those things make you, don't they? We were talking about Sir Reginald Fiennes. Is that the man? And he was a person that did a 2-person sort of hike. I say hike. A hike, as is something you might do at the weekend, to the North Pole. Or was it the South Pole? One of the poles, with 2 of them. And things went pretty bad, and he got frostbite, and he had to cut off his own fingers on one of his hands. Which seems like, how do you choose to do that? That seems crazy, doesn't it? And he's done all these things, and like, I think he had a heart attack and a major heart bypass. And then 2 years later, he run 7 marathons on 7 continents. There you go. Was that Sir Ranulph Fiennes? Yes, that is the one. I was thinking Reginald. I was thinking a very British sounding name. And yeah, so he did all these different things. And yeah, Ranulph Fiennes. There you go. I'm really rubbish at remembering things like names. Mainly names. Like names of board games, people, just names, full stop. I say that, and at the other hand, I remember 120 children's names pretty much by just looking at them. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm okay with names. Maybe I remember too many children's or board games names, and it's pushed all of the other names out of my head. So, that's correct, Wilco. Yes. He created Great British Rum. Yes. Ralph Fiennes, the Hollywood actor. Oh, I didn't know he was the cousin of Ralph Fiennes. That's interesting. But yeah, so he did all these different things, but and Joseph Fiennes. Came back in time just for a comedic entry. Doo-doo! I don't forget your name though, Wilcock. I'm always worried about that I'm mispronouncing it. So I go for Wilcock because, hey, I can say that. That's pretty easy. I'm sure I mispronounce loads of other people's names, and they just don't mention it. Maybe I don't know. I'm missing one. I don't know where I was going. The point with Reginald again. Ranulph Fiennes. Reginald Fiennes. Oh, that's his other cousin. Reggie Fiennes, his other cousin. Oh, dearie me. Oh no. I'm just gonna have to call you WC then. Is that better? Just we'll see. We'll see? WC. Oh, dearie me. Yes, a loo. That is correct. That is. I didn't know if you take. I don't know how much you'd spent time in the UK to get that. A water closet. Perfect. Pronounced Liz. Do not call you Lou. Just Lou. Full stop. Well, C. I like that, Pray. Yes. Oh, well, C's in the chat at the moment. Well, C. Not even Lou. Oh dear. What did a child in, this is when I was a lot younger, a younger person, and and this child was nicknamed at school and had been for a long time. He was being called Mossop, okay, and Mossop was like a cartoon character, like puppet from a child's program, because he looked a bit like him, okay, facially. And everyone had called him Mossop, and he sort of just was like, yeah, that's it. He didn't like worry about it. And sorry, you can give me a nickname and your students will read it. They might do. I'd like to point out Will Cook. I was just saying, you're the one that said that Will Cook was pronouncing correctly. So I'm just. So I introduced him at a board game / role playing group as Mossop, and no one said anything and just called him Mossop, etc. And about you could do, and about a year, about a year in, the very serious owner of this club, the club president. He sort of introduced a club membership sort of thing, and you got a discount at the local board game / role playing shop. And so I can't even remember what Mossop's actual name was. Oh, it's rubbish, isn't it? It's like a long time ago. And so he applied for this membership and he wrote down his name, and this guy Tony was like, "But your name's Mossop." And he said, "Oh no, that's my nickname that everyone at school calls me." And he was really upset that he'd been calling him a nickname, and he didn't like it at all. He only liked people being called by their actual names. He didn't like that someone might change their name or have a nickname. He was very peculiar. I'm glad we're making you smile, Steph. Or Liz, as the case may be. Yeah, and he got really, really upset that his name... And he honestly thought that someone might be called Mossop. That actually might be their name. I guess that could be. You have more than 15 nicknames, you think? Oh, dear. Yeah, it just very, very peculiar. Nicknames, eh? Weirdness. You never catch you using a nickname. Perish the thought. You've posted your draw. I'm going to look at that. I think that's going to be... I'm going to interested to see. There's a lot of dedicated effort to actually draw your own sheets, I think. 6 a.m? Not 6 a.m. I'm not playing 6 a.m. Also, that's... that is 7 a.m. for you. We will be in space tomorrow, Will Cook. That does sound like a reasonable thing. Yeah, you're too serious for that, Mac. What's the Mac? It's weird, isn't it? Did you guys have nicknames when you were younger, or even maybe now? It's I guess nicknames in schools are pretty mean as well, aren't they? Sometimes, there's a variety of different things where if someone just makes a mistake, it's the kid that falls over, so they'll be known like, I don't know, Trip or something like that for years, maybe in school. Jojo's your nickname. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. CD is your nickname. Well, we know about that. CD. The meanest nickname you ever had was Lou. Steph is your nickname. String Bean, J9, Nini. Okay. It could do much worse. Oh, yeah. It's the same as like caricatures and stuff like that, isn't it? It's just things that it picks up on something, or something you've said, or something like that. But you've only had one nickname prior to Mac, and that wasn't from school. You got called Kitty Man on pub crawls. Why were you called Kitty Man? Did you always bring a cat with you? That seems, by the way, if you don't know what a pub crawl is, that is going from bar to bar while drinking. Normally, a drink in each bar, and you try and do as many as possible. In a small enclosed area like London, I know it's not that small. There are some areas where you can go on a lot of pubs within a very small area. It's because you purse much and wear that cat-eared headband. You're the man with the kitty, i.e. the money. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, someone who holds the kitty man. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I've known lots of people with nicknames in the past. Like even as adults as well, maybe. Yeah. I don't weirdness. So Friday we are playing Patchwork Doodle, if you didn't know. CD, I tend to take things that people say at face value, if possible. Exactly. Most of the friends from the past year are mostly named by their nicknames. Exactly. You'd never give your daughter's nicknames. Oh yeah. That's true. Some of the pupils at school have got nicknames as well, which is really weird. I knew a girl at school, and she had a African sounding name. Well, it was an African name, but she wanted everyone to call her Joanna. I'm not obviously going to say what her African name was, but yeah, she wanted everyone to call her Joanna. But like the teachers were all like, "What?" And then 3 months later, she wanted to be called Sharon, and then something. But she wanted to change her name all of the time, and it's like, I'm not sure that's how. If you want to have a different name, you need to sort of go with it and stick with it, and then that's what everyone would know you as. But yeah, it's very weird. Patchwork on Friday. That is true. Yeah, Runa did cash in some points on Monday to do Patchwork on Friday, which is going to be great. Most of your African students choose an English name for school. Yeah, it makes sense, but it's just the changing thing that's a bit weird. Pray, it's like you can't say, by the way, this is my new name. This is what I'm going to go with, and I go, cool, excellent. And then like a few months later, you go, by the way, I've changed it. And then a couple of months, I've changed it again, or I've gone back to the other one. It's like it's a nightmare if you're trying to write a report or something like that, or a comment about the child if they constantly change their name. It's craziness. We've got quite a few Chinese children. I don't know why I added an extra set of E's in there. Chinese children of Chinese heritage, and they've got a Chinese name, and then they've got their English name as well. And they use an English name in school. They always refer to as that English name, but on their birth certificate, that English name doesn't exist. It's just a Chinese name instead, which is quite interesting. But I mean, they stick with that name. They don't change it all the time. And it's normally what their parents have sort of named them. Yeah. All the agent students who come here choose an English name as well, CD. Yeah. Jeeples Cheeples. Have you ever had nicknames? That is a good question. I guess Jay and Chantel are not actually here at the moment. Let's just have a little check, just in case. Jay might be lurking sometimes. I see Kestrel's still lurking. Hi, Kestrel, if you're still here, of course. Maybe this is out of date. We don't know. Sometimes Twitch lies. You just call them by their student number. You could do, Vim. I don't think we should go down a route where we're naming children by numbers. That feels, especially today, it's not a good, not a good thing. I think we shouldn't call anyone by a number. We should call everyone by their names. At age 10, you moved to a different village and changed schools. After a couple of years, saw your schoolmates again, and one of the girls had changed her name. But my name still is the old name. So you kept saying old name. Couldn't get it. Yeah, that is true. I guess it's one of those things, isn't it, where you associate that person. Like, I guess if you guys started changing the colours of your names regularly, that would be confusing for me as well, because I tend to like, when I look at Will Cook, I look for that colour, that green. Mac's always that purple. Yoch's is that purple. I'm also that purple as well, to be honest with you. But there's certain colours that I sort of associate with those names, and it sort of goes with it. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? It's the whole online streaming thing's a bit weird. When you was in school, your name on the roll, first and last, was different than the name you went by. Oh, okay. You're having that problem with Will Cook. Purple. Yeah, that is a thing from World War II. Yeah, it's fine, Vim. I'm fine. I'm just saying that, we should be mindful of that sort of thing. Use your middle name and your stepfather's last name, which were much more complicated to both say and spell. Interesting. Yeah. You have the same with friends, child who you've known since little. Now at 14, they've changed to another name. Doesn't sit right yet. It can be tricky. It can be tricky. Do you mean Lou, right, Liz? And I understand people do change their names. I changed my surname, but and it did take a good few years in the school for children to stop calling me by my previous surname. So yeah, it's a bit peculiar, but yeah. And I still sometimes see old students who come back to the school to visit sometimes, to do work experience or just to come to a social event we might be running. And they'll still call me by my previous surname, which is quite interesting. Another name change, Ack. Yes, I chose Peebles. Yes. Claire used to be Miss Claire Peebles, and I used to be Mark Newell. Newell, Newell, and I basically doesn't really bother me. A name's a name. It's didn't actually bother me to whether or not I had that surname or not. Claire said she quite liked her surname, so I took Claire's surname when we got married. Even though some of my family do still not accept it. So this Christmas we did 2 different Christmas cards from people saying Mr. and Mrs. Newell, and they were actually at the ceremony where they named us Mr. and Mrs. Peebles. And I now want to be known by your family name, please. Start calling you Mac. I can call you. I can do that, Mac. That's fine. Mac and Mac, male Mac, female Mac. That's all good. Mac the second. Yeah, Peebles is I quite like it as a name. I think it's good. I had to learn how to. And I understand that this is something that females have been doing for a long time. I had to change my signature, obviously, change all of my names everywhere, and I'm sure I've mentioned this in the past, but there was a lot of hoo-ha about it all. I like that as a description. There was a lot of hoo-ha. And there are a lot of problems, because if you're a lady in the UK and you get married, to prove you want to change your name to your husband's name, okay, or your partner's name, you send in your marriage certificate. As a man, that does not suffice. You have to send in your marriage certificate and get a deed poll, which is basically something that states, I am relinquishing my old name. This is now my new name. So you have to send off 2 different original documents to each of those people to get them back. Mac squared. Yeah, Yocha. Yeah, I get that. Mrs. Mac. Mr. Mac. Is that the other one? Mr. and Mrs. Mac. Mrs. Lou Mac. Oh dear. Oh, yeah. It's Sorry, I'm just now. Mr. and Mrs. Max, just craziness. The other weird thing I've always thought is, if a man gets married and they keep their name, there's no differentiation that they are married and not married. They're still Mr. someone. Whereas if a woman, they go from Miss or maybe Ms to Mrs. or maybe still Ms or sometimes still Miss. It's a craziness how the names work, but you had to get a legal name change to take your husband's name in Alabama, which I thought was very strange. Really? How comes, pray? Mr. Big Mac. Does everyone engage in this level of silliness outside of Twitch? Yeah, honestly, Steph, this is just me. This is just how I have the normal weird level conversations. I was working with a colleague about 5 years ago. Ooh, Mrs. Peebles has just defeated 5,000 enemies in Kingdom Hearts 3. Excellent. And we had a conversation about whether or not reality could be real or not, and what she was perceiving and what I was perceiving, whether or not they were the same thing. Like, if I were colourblind or she were colourblind, we would see the world in different eyes. So how do we know that when I'm looking at something and I think it looks really red, does it look really red to her? Because I don't know what she can see. And honestly, apparently, we had a bit of a brain melting conversation. I think that she was like, I'm never going to have one of these conversations with him again. It's Frau Mac. Oh, that's fair enough. And Mac quite often. That's what I like. I like that. You love this twitchiness. You want to keep your maiden name as your middle name. Oh, okay, Pray. That's fair enough. Here in the UK, you can double barrel your name quite easily. It's like you can say with your marriage certificate, I'm now this name and this name put together. And we've got a few parents at the school where there might be Mr. someone, so should we say Smith, and then there's Mrs. whatever their maiden name was, hyphen Smith. And that's quite easy to do. Twitch now reloads the old chat messages. Yes, it does, Vim. It does. And I found that really good. If you join into, if you come onto the Twitch channel later, it loads like the last 3 or 4 minutes worth of chat messages. So if I've missed the very beginning of Loserpalooza, I can sort of catch up a little bit and work out where we're up to, which is really good. Your ex-husband took your family name now. Now he is a German named Marcel Mack. Fair enough. You could sue him, Will Cook. No? Couldn't you, Mrs. Mack? You love those kinds of conversations. Hardly any of your friends have double names, just one. You like it. I thought it only did that for mods. No, Will Cook. It's see, look, Mrs. Mack, Will Cook. It's getting crazy, guys. I think you could have done that, but you didn't want a compounded last name. We can't talk bad about people who aren't around yet. Guys, we don't talk bad about people anyway, do we? I'm quite sure we don't. I feel like we don't. Prey's changed colour. Really? I'm seeing Prey as being like, on one screen a slightly reddier orange and the other one sort of like a salmony orange, salmony pink maybe. The police are everywhere, Mac. You can talk bad about some peeps at work if you like. You don't have a set colour. Actually, Pray, you tend to be the same colour on my screens. That's weird. If you've not set your colour, I don't know why I get the same colour normally. Normally pink for you, Mac. Praise. You see her as Texas Longhorns orange. I like it. You always see yourself as purple, but others see you as different colours. As we were talking about, how do we know? How do we know? I might have just described that salmon pink, and it could be that is what Will Cook is saying that... oh, that's a good point. Prey is purple. Prey is purple in this chat over here. That's weird, because on both my screens, it doesn't show as purple. How weird. Chocolate coloured. Ooh. White chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate. I mean, to answer you, Vim, that's a lot of different colours there. Chocolate. We are a chocolate-free house currently at the moment, and we're trying to be good. This is something I was going to chat about in February, so that is effectively next week. I know, guys. Next week is February. What is going on? Next week, I am going to start tracking my walking and things like that. I'm going to try and build up and see if I can maintain a certain level of walking every day. Reach all of my rings on my watch. I've got 3 different rings, movement and exercise, and a standing, which basically means I must be standing at least once every hour for 10 hours or 9 hours. You only have to stand up once in every hour. So it scares me that there's some people out there who do not stand up for long periods of time and need that as a thing. But yeah, I'm going to try and track it. So maybe if anyone would like to join in, we can try and track it. For those people who've got tracking things, if not, you can always obviously work out your route and put up a thing about how far you've walked, basically. Milk chocolate or dark chocolate, Vim? Exactly. You like being a rainbow prey. That's perfect. That's excellent. Chocolate is free at your house. I'm going round now. No, I wish that was the case, Mac. No, we're trying. I do love chocolate. I really love. I'm lactose intolerant as well, so I'm trying to be careful not to eat too much dairy products. But yeah, I could eat chocolate, like too much chocolate. I don't know if anyone's ever seen. You can actually overdose on chocolate. You can eat too much chocolate. The same as you can also drown on water. I don't mean you can't breathe. I mean you oversaturate your body. You can drink too much water and it can be very unhealthy for you. How weird is that? You're going to get out to go to Lou's room at least that often. Hide your chocolates. Matt goes through them fast. You've been wanting to start walking, Steph. Perfect. Or should I say Liz? Your walking streak is on day 27, Will Cook. Oh my gosh, you're already way ahead of us. I did eat my chocolate computer. Yeah, it was like an espresso coffee flavour. It was nice. I liked it. You don't think it's chocolate coloured. You're barely able to work and eat normally at this point. Yeah. So my aim will be that we were doing lunchtime walks, Mrs. Peebles and I. So we're going to probably try and do a lunchtime walk again. We do like 2 blocks over sort of thing, and it works out about a mile or so. That's basically our plan. And I know it sounds silly, but just starting off in that little tiny steps and working our way up. I think at one point we did... What's my longest one? Oh, I don't know. It's something crazy. We did, when we were in Vegas, we did like 85,000 steps or something on one of our... We walked from one end of the strip to the other end of the strip. yeah, don't do that. It's quite a long walk. Gets a bit ropey at one end as well. Your minimum is just once around the block. Some days you do that. Today's about 2 kilometres. Woodcock, that's honestly perfect. That is exactly what we're trying to do. Yeah, intentionality is a thing, CD. Do what you do intentionally. So the whole idea, you're just trying to go, I'm going to be doing this. And even if you, like, don't set... If I was doing 10,000 steps and you do 2,000 steps, if before you were doing 100 steps, 2,000 steps is amazing. You've got to put it in context. You've got to think to yourself and do what you can. If you've got physical limitations, or maybe you're just not in the right place in your head at the time, it's not a problem. People beat themselves up about stuff, I think. I think that, you are amazing. I'm talking to all of you. Yeah, because each of you are amazing, and you've just got to remember that you can do it. You can do X amount of steps. You can go out every day. That's perfect. Oh, did I get a blip there? Seem to be frozen. Oh, you was training for the Oxfam walk, CD. That's about your longest day. See, 20 miles walking, 19 backpacking. Nice. Your longest is 12 hours and 50 kilometres, CD. You have a personal trainer that motivates you, Wilco. Excellent. You do 2 miles a day at the moment, Mac. Yeah, that's perfect. That is the big thing. About 4 hours. Perfect. Again, it's you taking yourself and doing something you're not doing at the moment. Raises up your fitness levels, makes you feel a bit better, and that's it. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go do marathons or something or anything like that. It's it doesn't mean you can't do marathons in the future, but maybe you could. You usually do about a mile. Perfect, Steph. It's an infinite, not finite game. Yeah, exactly. You only compete with yourself. There's no winning. You won't get a prize, unfortunately, guys. Also halved your sugar in coffee. Yeah, I did that for quite a while as well. Go from laughing to crying on the stream. Sorry, Steph. I want to make sure that everyone knows that, I care for you, and you should care for you as well. You should look after yourself and think that you're going to be okay. You can get through. This is going to pass, all of this pandemic, and there may be other bad things happening in your life, and you're going to get through those, and you're going to survive, and you're going to become stronger. And if that is, you go from walking 4 houses down to 6 houses down, that's amazing. In context, it could be a massive difference in like we don't call them marathons anymore. They're called Snicker. You are right, Mac. They are. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Now you're talking about chocolate again. What are you doing? That sounds like, again, pray. If the reason that I want to tell you what I'm walking is it makes me feel like I'm accountable in some way, not only to myself, but I then feel as if I can say to you, oh, I didn't do good, or today I did quite well. I went out on a walk, or it's been a day that I didn't do it, and it sort of helps me motivate myself. That's the idea. Good crying, Steph. Excellent. No prize. She's in it for the prizes. The prize is doing it, exactly. Making yourself feel better is the prize. Watch CGP Grey Spaceship U. It's amazing. Ooh. I did not win, Rune. I came last. It happens. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, we can ask you, pray, and then we can all be joyous in the fact that you've done a goal that you set yourself and you was happy about it. That's the big plan. You have to send a photo to prove your outsidiness. That's good. I mean, again, if that's going to help you, that's the idea of accountability in some way. But it's up to what makes you feel happy. Like, don't feel as if you miss a day. I mean, this is a big thing that I've done in the past. Like, oh no, I'm going to try and not eat so much chocolate. And then I go, oh, I've had a piece of chocolate. Let's go crazy. Let's eat all the chocolate. And I think that's the problem. I need to go like, if I had a bit of chocolate, I go, I had a bit of chocolate. It's not the end of the world. I was trying not to eat chocolate, but I ate a bit of chocolate. I got to be okay with eating a bit of chocolate. And we can just carry on with our lives. That's my idea, basically. You're going to start your dishes, Vim. Not a problem at all. You tend to walk after MP as well, Mac. Perfect. It makes it good timing. If you speak, you are more likely to do it. That's true. You scored highest in scoring lowest. That is true, Runa. Yeah, your goal is to go out for a walk or bike on more days a week than not. And as long as you're, again, the whole point is you're just trying to make yourself engage with the world still, I guess. I mean, that's the big thing. For me, it's very easy to not go outside. I've got a lot of things to do that are inside. And, like, especially when you hear that your area's a bit COVID-y, it makes you think, oh, maybe I'm not going to go outside. I don't want to... Yeah, CD, perfect, yeah. It doesn't matter if you miss a day. And realistically, unless you're on some sort of thing where you have to do it, I don't know, you've got a financial commitment. Maybe you're a professional athlete or something like that. Then maybe. But, yeah. Oh, yes. Pray, tell us a small thing you saw during the walk. See you Friday, Vim. If you're okay with a bit of chocolate, then you can be okay with eating 2 bits, then maybe 3. Where does it all end? End of the bag. Well, that is true, Runa. Yeah, I tend to find it easier not having any chocolate than having some chocolate, because I do like chocolate. Today for my lunch, one of the other things I bought was some donuts. And they only came in 5s. They came in a bag of 5. And it was very reasonably priced. Like 85p for 5 donuts. But my plan was, as soon as I got to school, is to give 4 of them away immediately. Because then I can't eat 5 donuts. And like I probably shouldn't, or probably can't eat 5 donuts. Maybe I would feel probably a bit sick after 5 donuts. They were little tiny donuts, about this big. But still, I was trying to not... So I had a plan when I saw them. I thought, I'm going to eat 1, but I'm going to give the rest away. 27 is amazing. That is true. Wilco, you can go outside without going into a place with people. That is true. Yeah. 5 donuts is the perfect number in your house, Mac. You had a donut and a latte today. It was your treat for going to the doctors, which you hate. That's fair enough. If I would eat 8 a day, you probably wouldn't eat for half a year after that. Mrs. Peebles and I, we went to Alton Towers, which is like a theme park here in the UK. It's not like an American theme park or anything like that. It's not as fun, I would say. It's one of the bigger ones here in the UK. And so we travelled up there by car. And on the way, we went to a service station where they've got lots of different places. And they had a shop there that was selling Krispy Kreme donuts. And one Krispy Kreme donut was like £3.50. And we decided we would buy 1 each. So that came to £7. And we were like, that seems quite a lot. And they were doing a special deal, 12 Krispy Kreme donuts of any flavour for £9.99. And the problem is, and this is where things go wrong, is you go, well, that seems mad. I'll buy 12 because it's only £3 more. And we could have 1 each tomorrow if we wanted. Don't. If there's 2 of you, ever buy a dozen crisps. Oh my gosh, it was bad. You could eat 5 donuts in a day, Steph. That's my problem. I could also do that. Donut challenge. Your boyfriend does that with snacks sometimes. Eat till he's nauseated. It won't touch it for months after that. That's one way of doing it. Your dentist used to pass out free donuts at local events. Oh my gosh. Behavioural economics. You're right, Mac. And it is that I understand it. The problem is I still fall foul of it. Foul. Like, you know, when you see that, it's you go in the shop to go and buy something. You want to buy a packet of biscuits to take to work, which you're going to share with your work colleagues. And it's £1 or it's 99p for a packet of biscuits. But the shop's doing a special deal, 2 packets for £1. And you go, it seems crazy not to buy the extra packet for 1p. But the problem is you then buy 2 packets and then you will probably end up consuming some more biscuits because you've taken them into work. And all your colleagues go, well, instead of having 1 each, we'll now have 2 each. Oh, dearie me. You just got back from your walk. You lost connection for a bit, pray. You like donut challenge better than walking. That's the problem, isn't it? You'll be fine the next day. CD. Yeah, that's the problem with me. You're going to do some sort of Mac. You're going to do some sort of trade-off. Donut walk trade-off. CD already jealous. Kids playing on the street and acorns on the ground. Ooh, nice. You're getting a sugar headache just listening to it. Yeah, well, honestly, we got a really bad sugar headache from eating. We ate like 2 or 3 Krispy Kremes, I think. Calorifically, it is insane how many calories are in a Krispy Kreme. But yeah, you've already had the headache. I like, CD, the idea that we can mail ourselves to you. Is it quite nice there at the moment in Texas? I'm sure I've asked this before. Are you more on the Texas side or you're just outside Texas? But you're on the Texas side or the Fort Worth sort of side of the Texas area? I know Texas is a bit like London, very large. If you've not been to Texas, by the way. Are calories the same in the UK as here? Yes, they are. We don't have calories over here. Yeah, K-cows. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here, let's... Krispy Kreme. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. Of the Rona, I like that. You're more on the Fort Worth side. Yeah. Yeah, well, Runa, I mean, honestly, it's frustrating when you see other countries doing it really well, and then your country's not doing it as well. It's like, hold it, here we go, calories. Oh, it's the fat levels that are scary as well. Oh, this is per 100 grams. I don't know what's in I don't know how heavy a Krispy Kreme is. Oh, per portion. Here we go. Calories. Okay, so like I quite like the Lotus Biscotti and the Reese's peanut butter donuts from Krispy Kreme. They are 400 kcals each. 400 kcals. That's crazy. If you had 5 of those donuts, we're talking like that is all of your calories for the day. That's madness. Like, you know, so if I had 3, that's 1,200 calories. That's like a full dinner meal. Oh, craziness. Your hubby loves Krispy Kremes, but to you, they're just sugar and air. Your country is a hole full of mammal waste. Don't mince your words, Runa. Just say it how you think at the moment. You like your donuts with some cakiness to them. What is a portion? I believe a portion. Oh, yeah, that. Oh, yes. You are being right. Do we know that a portion is a whole donut? We do not know. A portion might be half of a donut. God, that'd be bad. You don't have Krispy Kreme here. Yeah, Krispy Kremes are like madness. They're very, especially if you go and you can get warm Krispy Kreme, so warm like milk glazed ring Krispy Kreme, hot off of wrongness. They're the best. The Mustang donuts. Ooh. Okay, Runa. Holiday in Florida a couple of years ago. We went somewhere that had dessert. It was 2,600 calories. Ooh. Yeah, this we had. Oh, what did we? We went into a. Actually, it's nearly always the states we go to where some of the calories, if you look at it, you could like have a heart attack just from looking at the calories. Well, there is the Heart Attack Cafe in Las Vegas, and they sell burgers which are 2,000 calories a burger or 3,000 calories a burger, and they've actually had 2 people have heart attacks in the restaurant. Why? Yeah, I make a big thing about you signing a waiver and everything else. I've not had any personally. Oh, hello, Aquasulus. How are you doing? Bruno, I didn't say anything mean about your country. I was just saying that, you know, it's like when you look at your country and think that they're not doing as well as another country, it makes you feel bad, doesn't it? But like there's some countries out there doing really well with getting coronavirus under control. That's what I meant. And you meant it. Fair enough, Runa. Fair enough. You have your own nurse in attendance if you take the super challenge meal there. Oh, madness. A plain glazed Krispy Kreme donut is 190 calories. That's pretty crazy for something that's quite small, really. There's only 2 Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah. Your glasses broke with your new motorcycle helmet today, Aquasulus. That's not good. You're going to be adopted by CD. That you could do that, CD. What do you think? You willing to adopt Runa? There's donuts in my city. Which scenario? You're Dunkin' Donuts today. Your bicycle doesn't work, so you had to ride your motorbike. Is that right? If you ever escape that arena. Yeah. Where did we go? What was the restaurant? I got the Slamwich. Is it the Slamwich? I want to say Wendy's, but it's not Wendy's. Somewhere in the States you can have breakfast. And they had the Slamwich, the sandwich, and it's very nice. And it's just like it's just like a sandwich thing. It's only about this big. It's not very big. And the calories in it were like 800 calories. And that was a breakfast item. And we were like, 800 calories. What? And then by the time you've had lunch, that's it. You're out of calories for the day. You have to go about 10 miles in 20 minutes. Not fit enough to manage that. That's fair enough. Your dad was a baker. He loved eating donuts while they were still hot. Denny's! Yes, it was a Denny's. Oh, have a look at Denny's menu for calorific stuff. Well, actually, don't if you enjoy Denny's, I guess. But yeah, it's... oh my gosh. The calorie values on there are insane. We travel through Canada. You love Tim Hortons. Yeah, Tiny Tim's little donut holes. Really good. We had those when we were in Canada as well. And the States. Maybe the States? Or am I just thinking Canada? I don't know anymore. Right, I guess we should probably go and raid someone. I'm going to see you guys on Friday. Thanks very much for coming along and playing Railroad Inc. today. And my branding conversations about food and naming people and other such things. Let's see who's around. Let's jump over to Raoul at the moment. He's on, and we can go and do a little raid for him. It is nearly loser time. It's 7 minutes, guys. Raoul can come over and raid loser. It'd be great. Denny's Grand Sandwich, 2 scrambled eggs, crumbled sausage, beef bacon, shaved ham and cheese on toast, grilled with a maple spice spread, served with hash browns. You can watch me sleep for 7 minutes. It's walk time, Mac. Exactly. A good walk needed. Let's go over and raid Raoul, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. Is that okay with everyone? Or it'll get darker. It's pretty dark out there already, Mac, I'd say. Wouldn't you say? Like... Right. See you all, everyone. I will see you guys on Friday, where we're going to do some patchwork doodling. Get your best pens or pencils out, and let's doodle away. Thanks very much, everyone, for coming over. I'm going to see you later, well, in a short while on Loser Palooza. But let's go and raid Raoul, because I've not done that before, I don't think. How unexpected. It's only 3 p.m. Right, off we go, guys. Bye!
Peoples, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. This is a real chill stream today. My name is Rel. Yeah, I know this is rolling with Rel. Normally I play board games here on Twitch, but I've been doing these virtual co-working streams where we just listen to chill music and work and get our stuff done. So thank you for the raid. Here's the raiding hat. It's for you, Peoples. Thank you for hanging out. Friends, Whispers, I don't think he saw us yet. I just saw you. Thanks to my wife, Michelle. She's in the office across the hall here in our home. She just peeked in real quick and said, hey, you have a raid going on. So I want to shout out y'all. Thank you for stopping by. It is chill, so hang out. If you want to get some work done, you're more than welcome to hang out. I mean, you're always welcome here. So let's see. Peoples, thank you. Yay, the raiding hat just for you, Peoples. Thank you. Yeah, I love the co-working tea. It's all about the chill, folks. So I'm going to get the music going. There it is. It should be